Hello everyone, how is it going? In this video, let's try to find out or understand one habit that we all as humans have inherently in us, but that isn't something that's good for us. Let's find that out. So the habit that I'm talking about, or the behavior that I'm talking about, is going with the path of least resistance. I'm sure we've all experienced or noticed this in our lives before. We as humans generally have that tendency or that inclination to always choose or feel comfortable with things that require less effort. Let's understand this with an example. Say on a table, on your couch or something, you have two things. You have a good book that's relatively complex to understand but then offers great learnings. On the other side, you have a TV remote. A TV remote that can operate your TV, obviously. Now, most of us, in most cases, what would we choose? Would we choose the book that we'll have to open and then read each and every word? Or will we choose the remote where we'll just have to grab it and then turn on the TV and then choose the channel of our choice? I'm sure most of us, in most cases, will grab the remote. Why? Because it is a lot more easier than reading a book that's complex to understand. Watching TV requires way less effort than, say, reading a book. And that is why our brain is biased towards activities that offer the least resistance. Now, I'm sure there are plenty of situations like this in our lives, day-to-day lives, that we can relate to. That is because this habit or this behavior of going with things that require less effort is hardwired onto our brain. That is why we genuinely feel biased, or our brain feels biased towards these things, such as, say, watching TV or, say, doing things that require less effort. Now, by now, I hope you understood what the path of least resistance is and why we are biased towards it and how it affects us. Now, you might think to yourself, okay, now I know that, but how is it gonna help me? I think I can give two opinions on this that can help you. First of all, if we are aware of this and if we have knowledge about this, that okay, our brain is actually biased towards things that require less effort, then we could actively try to go against our brain in a lot of cases, and we could try to push ourselves to do things that require much more effort. That's one way to go around it. Secondly, we can use this same principle to alter our behaviors for the better. How? Let's try to understand. Suppose if we are trying to change a bad behavior, like say we want to change that bad behavior of us trying to eat snacks all the time, or say cookies all the time. How could we change that using this principle? The first thing we could do is we could try to stop buying all kinds of snacks and keeping all kinds of snacks or cookies in our house. Now, when we do that, there is some friction between us and that cookie jar. How? If we want some cookies, we'll have to open our phone, open some app or some grocery app, or we'll have to actually go to the store. That's a lot of friction. Because of that, we'll choose the path of least resistance and we'll just resist those cookies without putting all of that efforts for those cookies. So this is one way in which we can alter our behaviors. We can quit our bad behaviors using this principle. Now let's talk about good behaviors. If there's something good that we wish to do, if there's some good behavior that we wish to adopt, we have to make sure there is the least amount of friction between us and that behavior. For example, if it is having some good habit, like say reading a book, then we'll have to make sure that book is in front of us wherever we go, or is in maybe our bedside table, so that we have the least amount of friction between us and the habit or the behavior of reading. These are the two ways in which getting aware about this habit of us being biased towards the path of least resistance can help us. So that was it for this video. I hope you found some value out of it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please don't forget to like this video and share this one with your friends. I'll see you soon in another one. Until then, take care.